Comrades, I warmly welcome you to this 393 ordinary session of the Politburo. I recognize and welcome in a special way retired General Comrade Philip Valerio Sibanda. Can you stand up? Where are you? Stand up. We are there, boy. Okay, take your seat. This young man was known during the struggle as Comrade Gwenzi. You know, I'm the struggle. But Gwenzi chainetsa ndiye. In appointing him to this important structure of our colossal revolutionary mass party, I am confident that his broad experience will help advance the ongoing work towards the growth and development of our party. Again, I say to you, my brother, you're welcome. Under ZANU-PF, our national values, cultural norms, and rich knowledge systems continue to anchor the ongoing development, modernization, and industrialization agenda. In this regard, this session takes place as we conclude our Cultural Month commemorations. The period saw us celebrate our way of life as an independent African people. Through various events across provinces, our diverse, rich cultures were shared and transmitted to our people, particularly to the youth. Party departments, educational institutions, ICTs, and media platforms must sustain and continually harness the spirit behind these month-long celebrations for the good of our motherland, Zimbabwe. On our part as national leaders, I exhort us to always reaffirm the position that cultural diversity is a source of unity, social cohesion, and sustainable development. It should never be a basis for division, conflict, or discord. There is no culture which is superior than the other. All cultures must be respected in this republic. I commend Bulawayo Province, the Ministry of Sport, Arts and Recreation, as well as other stakeholders, for successfully hosting this year's edition of the Culture Month celebrations. Congratulations. We also joined the rest of the continent in celebrating Africa Day. This annual event is a reminder to the nation that we should do our part to consolidate the gains emanating from the independence and freedom of the African continent against colonialism. The vision of a united, prosperous, and integrated Africa must be pursued without any apologies. My dear comrades, as we approach the half-year mark and our next quarterly constitutional meetings, scheduled for next month, chairpersons of standing committees of the Central Committee are called upon to adequately prepare the requisite reports. The committees remain critical centers of innovative policy generation, monitoring and oversight. To better serve the Central Committee, the Politiburo, as an executive committee of the Central Committee, is aided to always serve with revolutionary vigilance, ideological clarity, integrity, and of course, servant leadership. It is my expectation that departmental heads will scale up the rate of implementation of agreed policies and strategies as we grow our membership, as well as professionalize and modernize party work. In doing so, let us embrace digital technologies, particularly artificial intelligence, in party operations, guided, of course, by our agreed communication guidelines and overarching national artificial intelligence strategy. Meanwhile, I commend the Women's League for convening a seminar for senior female civil servants. Congratulations. Undoubtedly, such initiatives enhance the impactful role of women in governance and national development within the context of the national interests as propagated by our ruling People's Party, ZANU-PF. Under the Second Republic, government will continue to entrench an environment for women along with other citizens to excel in both the private and public sectors. In keeping with critical aspects of gender mainstreaming, I appointed Zimbabwe's first Chief Justice, a female. And also a youthful chartered accountant is the country's new Auditor General. This is testament of the confidence my administration has in the capabilities of our citizens, including our women and our youth. I was equally pleased to address a vibrant National Assembly meeting of the Youth League. It is impressive that the youth wing is broadening transformational empowerment projects for young people across all districts. I urge party departments to give them the requisite support so that they remain an empowered structure that towers the correct line of the revolution, free from manipulation, guaranteeing financial sustainability of our party remains every member's responsibility. This centralization of party resources is a welcome development. I expect the allocation of party resources and assets to prioritize programs and activities that result in higher impacts and visible outcomes. Tiri musangano unozadzisa zvinangwa zvawo. Tiri musangano wezvinobatika. ZANU-PF is a party that delivers at every level and across structures. We must always pursue results which are in sync with our decisions, our resolutions, and our policies. I want to commend Masvingo province for reclaiming Ward 9 of Chirezi Rural District Council. Congratulations. They were uncontested. I challenge Matabele North Province to continue with the mobilization work towards victories in the scheduled by-elections for Ward 1, Ward 10, and Ward 21 of Cholocho District. Turning to national development projects, I was pleased to commission the new Varum Beverages Snack production line in Harare and a 10 megawatt solar power plant in Kwekwe, as well as laying the foundation stone for the envisioned expansion to 100 megawatts. These projects, among many other investments being undertaken in all sectors of the economy, are evidence of the confidence in our party and government policies. I want to encourage our citizens to always recognize and celebrate projects or investments undertaken in any part of the country, as this benefits all of us as a nation. Development is a journey, community by community, sector by sector. We shall continue building our country as a united people, step by step, brick by brick, and stone upon stone. Atidi avo vanonyunyuta kuti sei izvi zvaitwa uko kwete kwedu. Aiwaka tiri munyika imwe chete, budiriro iri kuitika kwese kwese munyika medu, hapana dunhu richasiiwa. Investments in our country, no matter where they occur, should be a rallying factor and are never manipulated to sow seeds of divisions. It is encouraging that the ease of doing business and other reforms we are implementing across all sectors, including most recently in mining, agriculture, and the creative industry, are bearing fruit, benefiting both investors and our communities respectively. Under ZANU-PF, Zimbabwe will remain a competitive destination where capital shall continue to feel safe. We are open for business as a country. On the international front, our party-led government remains anchored on the philosophy, a friend to all and an enemy to none, as we advocate for multilateralism, shared development, sustainable peace and security, as well as uninterrupted global supply chains. In concluding, I exhort us to carry on executing the work and responsibilities entrusted to us by the party with commitment, with patriotism, and a unity of purpose. In all that we do, let us never deviate from the values of loyalty, persistency, perseverance, and adherence to the correct line of the party. Leaders should lead by example. With that last remark, which must remain in our heads, thank you.